Just got minimized there for a second. So I have the bomb here. Let's look at the plan again. Typing it in, plops it down, and there it goes. Let's see how the explosion looks from out here. And the maps are just super cool. I mean, it's so realistic. What a town might look like getting invaded by a good old US of A. You can see the bomb on the radar. It's a little effect on it. It's pretty cool. And you can also see it's telling us where I am on it. The whole screen blurs up for you. So we looked at the AK already. Looked at the Deagle and the Glock. Let's look at these nades. Some really cool nades in here. And it's going to be really interesting to see how people actually use these in some matches if they end up being allowed in competitive play. So this can completely block off an area. Can't even get through there. If I enter it, I'm damaged, and it'll definitely hurt you. Just did 40 damage to me in those couple seconds. HE grenade, very similar to the source grenade. Flashbang, absolutely identical to source. You get flashed, you lose sound, and lasts a little longer, I think, than 1.6 one. Smoke grenade, also very similar to a source smoke. Instant puff, and there's layers to it. If you creep around in it, you can see the difference. Out here, can't see anything. Creep around in it, see through it a little bit. So it can be definitely one-sided for sure. And now my favorite one that I really wasn't expecting to like. I wanted to hate it, but I didn't. The decoy grenade. For those that don't know, it just does a little fake here with different rifle sounds. Sounds like it's coming from different places. And this one has actually been... Now it's interesting because each one is different. It's never the same. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple different patterns, and maybe as we all get better at the game, we will get used to the patterns and see who's able to pick up on it's a fake or not. But let's try it again, and let's see if we get a couple more bullets this time. So that one sounds just like an opper. Maybe an opper taking a couple shots, and then it blows up at the end there to be a grenade. So it seems like I'm getting a couple of the same ones here. But previously I've had it where it sounds like a semi-automatic rifle, maybe an AK going off. And I actually was playing earlier. I threw one, and I kind of tricked myself into thinking there was an opponent there. Kind of fell for it myself. So I threw it. There. And I got some rifle bullets. A little different. So we've already noticed ourselves that there's two different patterns. So maybe people will get used to it and be able to figure it out. Again, another Molotov, just pretty awesome. Just completely blocks off this area, but it doesn't last long. So, but it can definitely be used. I saw somebody using it in a dust pub to just pretty much block off CTs from entering and just completely controlling the main room. So, pretty badass. And let's throw it. And I'm kind of curious. I haven't held on to one too long. I wonder if it's going to blow up in my hands. Let's take a look. So let's just hang on to it, see what happens. Looks like we've got a bit of time here. Don't seem to be having a problem. So I suppose it will not be blowing up in my hands. And let's just see how the damage goes. Pretty quickly damaged, so you can definitely even get some kills with that. You know, this will be really useful if people are trying to retake a bomb site. Can throw it in the doorway. Can definitely be used to an advantage. So we've gone over the guns, we've gone over the nades, flashes, smoke. Let's take a look at the map. Just do a little map walkthrough here. Kind of the same feel as Source, a little bit different. We don't have our barrels flying around. These still are. Might need a rifle to move that barrel, I'm not sure. Cars again. I suspect player height is going to be very similar to Source. To what you can jump and see and what you can hide behind. Some of the most important parts about Dust 2 for a 1.6 player are kind of missing here. You know, being able to see into the site here kind of completely changes the way a default would need to be played on Catwalk. But for Source, still very similar to Source. Can still do this. Jump back up. CT spawn. And let's go up to B again. Window, similar, Source. A lot of similarities to Source in terms of the maps. And we're hoping that there's going to be a couple new maps, which I'm sure will look absolutely insane. I'm sure they didn't want to change Dust 2 too much. They don't want to upset people. So kept it similar to Source. But I'm sure there's going to be some new maps that are going to be really cool. And let's see if it'll let me change the map to DE Dust so we can take a look around Dust. Oops, did I type Dust 2? Let's try that again. Picking a team, pretty damn awesome. I really like this. I really like this color on the terrorists and on the orange screen that they have in the main menu. Looks pretty awesome. A lot of cool graphics. It's got that cool texture look to it. And we're just gonna try and change the map to Dust. Again, you can see right here it says Counter-Strike Source. So I'm sure a lot of things are taken off a base build from Source. Alright, so here we are, traditional Dust. Everybody's favorite map in 1999. It's a good year. Still remember all the nights spent playing in FPN for hours and hours. So we're in a server with a whole bunch of bots. Before I kick them all, I just want you to look again at the top of the screen at the scoreboard with the round timer, my Steam logo next to that, a bunch of terrorist logos to the right, and a bunch of counter-terrorist logos to the left. And actually interesting, the bots are now talking on the mic, and you can see on the top there, you can see health bars on everybody, and they're changing real time as people are getting hit. They're turning to red and blue skulls when they die. And when you're playing in multiplayer with other people, you'll see their actual logos. And the scoreboard itself is really cool. That'd be really cool for competitive play, for competitive streaming. You know, the actual updating of a scoreboard can be really tedious if you don't have one that is built into the game. So now that we've done that, I'm just going to kick all these bots. And again, that's bot_kick, and that'll kick everybody. So everybody's gone. T-spawn has changed a little bit. The majority of spawns are starting over here, as you can see. Still can't jump before the spawn time ends. As a 1.6 player, that always irritated me a little bit. Just for so many years you're staying there jumping, and now you can't do it. So let's take a look at the T-spawn. Let's see if we can get up in this corner. This is my favorite corner back in the day. Just hiding it and rape people. Unfortunately, there's no box here anymore. But that was the real deal right there. So strafe jumping, not quite as far as we would hope. The feel of the map, again, very similar to Source. Just taking a look. The main room. They're calling it the palace interior, and this looks really cool. Really cool. So some stuff can move, some stuff not. So if you go out this way, we're going to take a look at some of the changes that there's been made. There's this new corridor, this new staircase here, brings you down into the underpass, and some really cool features just in the way this map is made. Just take a look around. Also still very similar. Got the boxes on the left, cover on the right. You can pick out here. Still this box here. Pretty sure in 1.6 there's a mini box that lets you jump up onto this box, come around it, but not in this map. So there's also an added bridge here from the CT sniper area up here.